What's going on, guys? Been a while since I recorded one of these. At the gym, about to hit some shoulders today, hit back yesterday, hit chest the day before. Haven't been able to do lower back for about a month now, which some would say is a good thing, but I miss squatting, and lower body counts for a lot of weight, and I've been trying to put on some weight, bulking and all that, and not being able to do lower body is hitting me quite hard. Basically pulled a muscle in my ass, in my glutes, the medial glutes. Long story, essentially did deadlifting. Not to say don't deadlift, you'll pull a muscle. I mean, this shit's painful, no doubt, but any sport you do, you're gonna get some injuries, and you just gotta deal with that shit and move on. You can't sit there crying about, oh no, I injured myself, now I'm going to the gym again. Don't do that. Don't do that. You gotta get back in there, jump back in the saddle, so to speak, hit it hard. Make sure you're controlling your movements, but sometimes, I mean, even if you're as strict as possible, sometimes you're gonna get an injury because you're pushing yourself. You need to make sure you're pushing your boundaries. So in any case, shoulders today, few warm-up sets, some big compound movements, and into the isolations. Let's get on it. All right, so started with barbell press. Try and do it in a free sense, not as in don't pay for it because you gotta pay for your gym membership, but don't use the Smith machine just because it adds a little bit of instability, which means you have to keep your core tight. Make sure you're squeezing your ass as much as I could. I was injured my ass and all that. But make sure you're doing that while you're doing this to keep your core stable and making sure you're nice and firm-footed through the ground. I worked my way up to a relatively heavy weight. Done heavy into this before, but in any case, wasn't feeling that strong in this exercise, so kind of worked up my top weight of 50 kilos, which I think you're seeing here. Again, staying nice and stable through the core. Get your head out of the way and make sure you push your head through at the top of the movement. Stay strong. It's very important to keep your core tight during this exercise. Moved on from there to dumbbell seated press, overhead press. So you're taking out the instability, but you've still kind of got the instability from the waist down, but you've still kind of got the instability in the sense of dumbbells. So your shoulders are still getting a kind of more of a full workout. Now, with the dumbbells, I like doing dumbbells as opposed to barbells, especially initially anyway, just because you can kind of go down slightly more than parallel with the dumbbells. Kind of bring them all the way down. As you can see, my arms are not at a full 90. And further than that, just kind of gives you that little extra bit of a stretch in the shoulders as you're kind of pressing through. Myron. Anyway, so did probably I think 3 or 4 sets of the dumbbell seated press, and then moved on to some side laterals. And some Arnold presses. So side laterals, dumbbell out to the side. A little bit of swinging is not illegal in this movement. Once you kind of work up to a relatively heavy-ish weight, then you're going to get a bit of swinging. Don't overswing, don't injure yourself, but kind of get a bit of a swinging to get the kind of weight moving. It's not too bad. Yeah, as you can see, it's still kind of hitting the shoulder properly, so it's okay. From there, like I said, the Arnold press. Now, Arnold press, for those of you that don't know, dumbbell comes in front of you first, like this, and then you twist out, round, and then up. This is done by Arnold, which is why it's called the Arnold press. They're really good, actually. Try them out. Another reason why they may be called the Arnold press is because of the face you pull when they really hurt. Arnold face. Don't be ashamed to do this. We're not, I don't know, stupid, you know, like people going in there for an ego. Leave your ego at the door, pull whatever face you're pulling, get in there, hit your weights hard, make sure you're working, push yourself. Alright, last of the overhead presses that I did was the overhead barbell press, seated this time. As you can see, it kind of obviously takes away the instability, but I'm not going all the way down behind the neck. Stress obviously behind the neck. This is behind the neck before we did in front. Now, I'm not going all the way down. You've got to be really careful with these. Don't go too heavy, and don't come all the way down, because you'll probably end up reaching somewhere called Snap City and snapping up your shit, and we don't want that. So stay safe, don't go further than parallel with these, and drive through the ground with your feet. It will help you keep a little bit more stable. This is the safe way to put the barbell down, rather than bringing it in front of you and smashing it on your face and breaking your nose. Which I haven't done, by the way, although it looks like it sometimes in my nose. Anyway, after that, I did some plate raises. So grab yourself a plate, lift it up in front of you so you're hitting your front delts, and then added in a little twist. So imagine you've got a steering wheel and you're kind of pulling some Fast and the Furious 7 turn, and then grab a couple of plates and do some side delts, so some side raises. Bring in the plates nice and high, making sure you're focusing on feeling it in your shoulders, nowhere else. Don't put them down and go straight into some front delts. So far we've hit the overhead presses, we've hit side delts, and we've hit front delts. Can't forget the rears. So I use the machine this time. Get on there, make sure your chest is nice and close to the pad, touching the pad, and pull back and get a nice stretch, and then release back. And that's it, guys. I'm back home. Shoulders feeling nice and pumped, big. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, don't forget to smash that like button. You can also find me on Instagram at this address. That's it. Until next time, stay smart, stay strong, stay smooth. Peace.